All right, Damon, a lot of us, myself included, trying to plan ahead for the weekend. What do we need to know weather-wise? Sounds like it's not really going to be a great weekend to do a whole lot more than just stay inside.
Yeah, I guess my best advice would be no matter where you're at Saturday, probably a no-go if you can just stay inside. Sunday's looking better, though, at the very least. So Saturday, though, yeah, it's going to be turning into a mess as far as it goes with that rain-snow mix crossing into the area. But for now, hey, at least we can enjoy, too, some quieter weather after yesterday's mess. It's just been an active week. That's kind of how we balance things out. We'll have a quiet week here, and then the next thing you know, we'll have that active weather moving in. And sunshine, it's been pretty prevalent across the viewing area so far today. Some high clouds are starting to move in, but those temperatures still have warmed up just a bit. We're up to 47 in Hagerstown, and most of the viewing area is ending up in those 40s, already a good 5 to 10 degrees warmer than where we were at yesterday when we dealt with all of that rainfall and even some of that wet snowfall. So 50 degrees in Frederick and D.C. feels pretty nice so far here today. And I mentioned it here, there is cloud cover nearby, but mostly it has been suppressed down to our south. Now we're seeing some of that high cloud cover move to the north and east and fill right back in after a very sun-filled morning. Part of the reason we've had this extra sunshine, high pressure, a weak area of high pressure at that, is sitting right over New York City. You see the rotation around that. It's been suppressing that cloud cover a little bit more so down to the south, giving us this little break of sunshine, a nice little treat on this Thursday, especially given the fact that again, we're going to have quite the active forecast heading toward the weekend. So yes, that sun has broken through so far today, but we are going to start to see things cloud up a little bit more so as we head off toward Friday night. That storm system will arrive right about that same time, starting out with just rainfall. Temperatures are going to be on the warmer side, but they will drop rather rapidly as we go throughout the day on Saturday, and that large temperature drop is why we're going to see the switch to snowfall. And even if you don't see as much accumulation in your neck of the woods exactly, it's still going to be a mess out there with all of the rain and wet snow that does hit the ground. So check it out. Again, high clouds sticking with us through the rest of the afternoon into the evening now as we continue through the rest of this Thursday. We're looking at a day tomorrow where we're going to have our pockets of sunshine much like today, but the clouds are expected to become more prevalent as we go through the afternoon into Friday night and that storm system starts knocking on the door. Now, precipitation, it's going to hold off until after midnight. And there it is. Overall, we have rain beginning off to the east, moving in as we go into sunrise on Saturday. But right about 6 to 7 a.m. is when that transition line is going to start crossing the area. So many locations like Frederick, Germantown, D.C. going to start out as rain, but it's back to the west where that snowfall is going to be prevalent already in Cumberland, back toward Winchester and Martinsburg, and this line is going to push to the east as we go throughout the day on Saturday. Now, given that we're going to see warm temperatures and rain first things first on Saturday, it's going to help to limit how much snow does fall. But where that colder air is going to be around longer and the snow is allowed to persist, we're going to see possibly 4 to 8 inches back across far western Maryland and into those mountainous areas of West Virginia and southern PA. Right through the heart of the 4-state region, in and around the I-81 corridor, looks like up to a few inches of snow could end up sticking to the ground and making things a bit messy. Nothing drastic, but again, it's enough to make things messy. And then as you go back to the east a little bit further, all we're going to see is possibly a trace to an inch, but that looks to be about it here. So not a major snowstorm by any means, but enough to be rather messy there on Saturday. And after that, though, it looks like things do clear up nicely into early next week.